everyone, this is Bobby with BC Designs, and I am here to show you my free make and takes for December. So how this works is if you shop with me in my online store and you purchase from me $25, you earn one free make and take packet. If you spend $35, you'll earn the second make and take packet, and if you spend $50, I send you 3 make and take packets. This is make and take packet 1. Following this video, this card, I will show you how to make the make and take packet for 2 and my 3rd free make and take packet. I don't know why I got stuck right there on that word, but this is the one, like I just said, for if you spend $25. I'm going to use the Giving Gifts, the Time of Giving stamp set and the Giving Gifts dies. This is a bundle that's in the mini holiday catalog. I'm not using any of the dies, but I love these dies on this card. I think these are just really super cute. I started to use this and this card just totally went off in its own direction, so I just kind of went with it because what I had in my head, I just couldn't get it out to make it work the way that I wanted to. So you'll receive your base, which is Balmy Blue 4 1/4 by 11, and I just scored it right in the middle at 5 1/2. I'm going to send you a piece of Balmy Blue that is 4 by 5 1/4, and I used the, let me grab it, I always forget something, the Parisian Flourishing 3D Embossing folder, and I'm going to pop this up on dimensionals if I can get them out of my holder. And there is also a Bobby's Bucks reward form you can download on my blog. Track your orders, and when you have it filled completely in, then you will earn $40 worth of free Stampin' Up! Products from me. You just fill it out, let me know what you want me to send you, and I place the order, and it comes mailed directly from Stampin' Up! To you. Whoa, sorry about that, you guys. I just about lost my camera. I hit the stand. So sorry about that. I think I have it set in the area where I normally have it. I don't know what threw me on that. So this piece of basic white is 3 by 5. And I'm going to use my Balmy Blue ink. And we're just going to take this little image and you're just going to do it in the left side. And I just kind of turned it each time I stamped it so the image wouldn't be going always in the same direction, just like that. While I have that opened, we'll go ahead and stamp the sentiment. And we're just going to do that right in the center, just like that. Okay, now I'm going to take my corner rounder and I'm going to round the corners on these. You guys don't have to do this. If you don't have the corner rounder, you can just put it on there square. I just wanted mine rounded, so that's what I decided to do. Okay, and then this one I did not pop up with dimensionals. We're just going to put it on just like it is. And then we'll just put it directly in the center of the card, just like that. We're going to layer these 2 pieces together. Oh, I think I'm out. Okay, let's see. We'll just use my Stampin' Seal Plus. I know that's more than what I need, but that way I don't have to stop to change that. Okay, and then we'll pop the back of that one up with dimensionals. I'm going to throw these away and be very careful that I don't hit my stand when I come back through. Put that right there in the center. And then, you guys, I can't help it. I had to use the Stitch Snowflake dies again. This one, the dies actually come with a little, for the stamp set, the Time of Giving, it actually has a tiny little snowflake. But I tried it and it was just too small. It didn't really make a statement on this card. And so I didn't want it to just blend in. So I went to my go-to snowflakes, which are the stitched ones. And I absolutely am obsessed with these guys. I know you guys are probably sick of hearing me say it, but it's the truth. I love these. As a demonstrator, when things don't carry over, you know, we normally sell them because we don't want to show things to our customers that they can no longer get. But the stamp sets that I really like and enjoy and think, oh, I'm going to use those, you know, later on in my own personal whatever, I keep those. And this is probably going to be one of those that I do that with. Okay, I'm only going to put adhesive on one side of the snowflake because not all of it is going to hit the paper. So just what's up here on the top is where I'm really putting the adhesive, because that's the only place it's going to be. And then I'm going to do the same thing on this one. I'm just going to put a little bit of adhesive on one side. And then when I flip this over like this, we'll just layer it on the side. Oops, get out of there. That has adhesive on it. How quick is that, guys? Okay, and then I will send you, so I'll send you the snowflakes, and then you will get the 3 little pearls that we're going to use. So I'm just going to put one here, one there, and one about there. Super cute and quick, right? So if you have a lot of Christmas cards you're making, this would make a great alternative for you guys to try out. Okay, guys, I'll be right back with my free make and take packet number 2. Okay, guys, here is make and take packet 2. So I will send you the supplies that you need to create this card. So the Deer Punch is now back in stock. Hopefully by the time this video goes live, it will still be in stock. It's been on back order for a very long time. That one and the pink one, I believe. I'm going to use the tag punch just to banner the end of my sentiment label. And then I'm using the Peaceful Prints, the 12 by 12. This was a celebration item, but I have a bunch left over. So I thought, what the heck? I like this card, and that's what I wanted to make. I sent you a piece of Sahara sand that is 4 by 5 1/4, and I ran it through the Bark 3D embossing folder. And I accidentally used the discontinued stitched label die, or the stitched dies. I can't remember now what the actual name of them were, but I realized it before I started cutting everybody's out. So you will get the scalloped layering circles. So that is this right here. Okay, and then my base is Sahara sand, and it is 5 1/2 by 8 1/2, and I scored it right in the center at 4 1/4. And then this piece is 3 by 3. It's what we'll stamp on. I sent you a piece of the DSP that is 1 1/2 by, I think I cut this one at 4 3/4. On mine, I cut it at, I want to say 5. And I thought it was a little bit too long because I didn't want it to be like in the center. It just is going to blend in back there. So I changed that. And then these 2 pieces of DSP. This one measures, let me measure it again. 3 by, this one is 3 by 2, and then this one is 3 1/2 by 1 1/2. Okay, so let's go ahead and we can start layering. I'm going to use the Whisper White Craft ink and Sahara Sand ink. I'm kind of stuck on the snowflakes and that craft ink. I just can't get enough of either one of those here lately. So we'll go ahead and put the 4 by 5 1/4 piece down on the front of our card base. We'll take this little strip and put it on there too. And like I just said, this is just going to be like a layering piece. So I'm just going to really put it just kind of like right there in the center. And then we'll put this piece is going to go, whoops, oh. What do you know? I ran out of, let's put this piece down first, actually. I've got glue now on my finger. I can feel it. Okay, let me see. Yep, this one is this one. So we're just going to put this piece down so it lines up on the left edge. And then we're going to put this one so it lines up on the right edge. And just staggered a little bit is what we're going to do. We'll take our little tree. I'm just going to put it down there just in case I stamp off a little bit. I don't get it on my counter. And I'm just going to ink up. This is the 2 little trees. I'm just going to stamp it and then stamp off and stamp it and then stamp it and stamp off. And that's going to like give us the illusion of trees in the background. And I'm just going to keep doing this all the way across, just like that. Nothing fancy there. Oh, I should have went ahead. Let me go ahead and stamp our sentiment too while we have. So here's hand opened. Get that out of the way and get that out of the way. So we're just going to stamp it right down to the left. And that is just on basic white. It's a 1/2 inch. I think I said a 1/2 inch by 4. I'm going to snip the ends off that because I think it's too long to fit in that Tailor Tags punch. So let's just go ahead and get that going straight. This is my lazy way of bannering. And we do have punches for that, but I don't know, I still just always gravitate towards that. Okay, let's move those out of the way, and then I'm going to try to do my embossing without making a big mess with my powder. I didn't get that tray out that I normally use. We're just going to ink this guy up. I am going to grab my mat just to help me get a good image. I'm just going to make sure that I have him well inked up. And then just put some, okay, I can see already my embossing powder went everywhere. It comes out of the lid, I think, when it does that. Okay, let's turn on the heat tool. And try not to blow that powder. Okay, I want that to dry a little bit before I try to punch it, so I'm going to pause and clean up my embossing powder. Okay, guys, I think that's dry enough. So we'll just pop it in here. Just line that up. And then you'll also get your 2 little antlers here. Just throw that away. And we'll put just a small dab of glue right there for each of those. And then just lay those, lay those on the back. Just like that. Okay. And we'll pop our circle up using dimensionals. And then you'll just place this kind of in the center, like that. Put some dimensionals on the back of him and on the back of our sentiment. And we are almost done. And then you can just put him kind of in the center. And then we'll pop the sentiment up down here at the bottom. Oops, my dimensional is showing. Kind of move that up a little bit. And then we'll place that right about there. Okay, guys, that is Make and Take 2. So if you spend $35, you'll get the first one and this one. I'll be right back with our last Make and Take packet. Okay, guys, here is my third free Make and Take packet for December. Super cute. I used this bundle for my winter retreat, and I made 4 cards, and I believe we did 4 3D items, and I absolutely love this bundle. So it's their frosted gingerbread, and it comes with the gingerbread dies. There's 20 dies, and you get 11 photopolymer stamp sets or images. This is just a darling bundle. And it does come with coordinating DSP. Now I'm going to show you the back of it because mine is a mess. But this is 6x6 DSP. And you get 48 sheets. So I'll show you what I have left. You can see I've cut these down. But this is just a sampling. I've got my little mixed up cut pieces in there. But there are some very cute designer series paper. And some of them come where you can even use the dies to die cut them out on the sheet. I can't find one, of course, right now as I'm fanning through that. But they're super cute. And then some of them you can just fussy cut out, like this one, like the little mittens. There's not a die that fits that, but even the little mints, you can die cut those out. Okay, so for this card, our base is real red, and it's 4 1/4 by 11, and I just scored it right in the center. And then I'm going to send you a piece of old olive that is 4 by 5 1/4. We'll do our stamping on that in just a minute. And then you have a piece of real red. I believe this piece is this piece is 1 1/2 by 5. And so then your DSP that I sent you will be 1 1/4 by 4 3/4. And then you have a piece of basic white that is 3 3/4 by 2 3/4. And then I cut the real red to 3 1/2 by 2 1/2, and I ran this through the star-crossed embossing folder. So it is an embossing folder that's half stars and half like thatched, I guess. But this is the image you get. I placed it right in the middle so I could get just a little bit of each in there. And then I sent you a piece of basic white that is about a 1/2 inch by 4 that will stamp our sentiment on. So let's get started. The first thing we're going to do is stamp the little Christmas bulb all over the old olive layer. And we're just going to use old olive ink. And I'm just going to randomly churn this as I stamp. And I want to get off on the sides too. So we're just going to slightly churn ever so often, just like that. Now, while I have this open, let's go ahead and do our sentiment. And I'm just going to do it in the center because I'm going to banner both ends here in a minute. So we might have to trim that down. I just wanted to make sure everybody had a nice enough size piece that they could banner their ends or do whatever they wanted to with it. Okay, so let's go ahead and start putting it together. It's going to go together super quick. So I'm just going to put some seal on the back. I've been calling everything the wrong thing for the last several days. I guess after 6 years, old habits die hard, right? So let's just place this right in the center. And then we'll put some more seal on the back. And this one is pretty much going to go as far over as you can get it, leaving just a little bit of that old olive showing through the back right here on that side. And then we can go ahead and put this piece. Nope, I did not. We're going to put this piece on the basic white layer, just like that. And then pop the basic white piece up on dimensionals. Just like that. Okay. And then just put this right in the center of the card, just like that, okay? Then I sent you, already die cut out for you, the old olive and the whisper white using that solid image for the bulb. And then I used the detailed one on real red. Now I put the adhesive strips on mine on the back so it would just be easier for me to adhere. But you can use the fine tip glue pen since I already die cut them out for you, or the multi-liquid glue. Okay, now I like to use my tweezers so I can kind of get my hands out of my way and kind of get a little bit more even and in the center and that kind of thing. Okay, so let's do the same thing with this one. We'll just peel off the adhesive in the back. I hope you guys can't hear my washer and dryer in the back. I'm trying to do my laundry. And I get busy in here. The laundry room is right on the other side of my craft room. And so I leave the door open to the laundry room so that way I can kind of hear it as a reminder, because I get busy and forget that I'm doing my laundry. And then next thing you know, I have wrinkled clothes. Oh, come on. This thing's on there good. I can't find. There we go. Okay. And then again, I'm gonna brush off those paper flakes that got on there. Just put that right there in the center, just like that. Yeah, my favorite time of year right now. I love to be in here crafting. I put Christmas music on and just waste away the hours. It really gets you in the mood for Christmas. Okay, let's put these down. Whoops. Get the Stampin' dimensionals off the back. Whoops. And I'm just going to slightly churn that one. And then put this one down a little bit lower and slightly turn it. And then let's grab that sentiment. And I'm just going to trim down the ends just a little bit. Not too much, but just enough so I know that that banner is going to fit in there really well. So let's just back it out now just a little bit. Banner one end and banner the other end. And then I'll put some dimensionals on the back. Probably 2 will be enough, I'm guessing. And so remember, guys, we're going to place this right in the center. If you spend $25, you earn 1 free make and take packet. If you spend $35, you earn 2. And if you spend $50, you will earn all 3 make and take packets. And I will put the host code at the beginning of the video. I forgot to mention that, but I will make sure that I always try to insert that right at the beginning. If you have any questions, guys, let me know. Bye-bye.